Are we recording? Yes, we're recording. Hello, guys. How you doing? Good morning, I think. Yeah, it is morning right now. Welcome to episode 10 of Nerd Roll Call. I'm your host, Mark Flores, and unfortunately, we're down a co-host. Crispy is out and about doing who knows what, but hopefully he'll come back next week. But with me tonight is let's see, bottom left, Doug Lee. Doug, how you doing?
Great, guys. Good to see you all.
Yeah. Okay, and then next to him is Princeton King. Princeton, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm blessed. How you guys doing on tonight? On
Good.
this morning? Hey, all right.
All right. So yeah, let's see. What's in store for this episode? It's the usual stuff. A lot of the news that we comb through during the week, and then let's see. We have an additional group segment. Me and Doug are going to talk about some apps we're going to share. We got our usual other segments with Doug's going to talk about stuff, and then Princeton is going to talk about his wrestling. The squared circle guru, as Mikey coined him. Let's see, what else do we have? And I think we have a question so far, which was about the new Mortal Kombat web series that came out this week. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Let's see, let me get. Oh, now you want to refresh? Okay. All right, so a little update about the game, Mighty Number 9. You know how we're keeping track of how they're doing with their Kickstarter and how much people are donating to get that game out there for the consoles. So as of right now, they added additional stretch goals for their Kickstarter. If they hit $3.5 million, they'll get to release it on the 3DS and Vita, I guess digitally.
Ooh.
Okay. So and so before that, 3.3 million will have that released in the Xbox One and PS4. So let's see. I believe at the article that I saw this at the time, I think the Kickstarter is done by now. They were at $2.6 million. So far.
Man,
it's 2.6. It's good. It's basically good to be released on the current consoles. I mean, unless it could do that last minute eBay, bidding type of thing where everybody's just gonna donate or, all the as much money as possible. Then maybe it'll be on the next gen consoles. So, and the thing with this game, as always, because this is like a successor to Mega Man, and Capcom owns the rights to it, and Keiji Inafune is not working with Capcom. He's kind of afraid now that he might get sued by Capcom, because it's very likeness of Mega Man, So yeah, hopefully everything will turn out okay. Hopefully the game will be released, and there's no trouble with it, and I mean if I'm able to, and if that game comes out, I probably will pick it up, because it's been a while since I had a Mega Man, and ever since we started talking about it, I've been itching to have play a Mega Man personally for me. So that's about it for Mighty Number 9. Let's see, let's get that one. Okay, so this week, Steam unveiled their two things, Steam OS and their Steam controller. So. This is going to be mainly for the Steam OS is set to basically be used by all the TVs out there, the current TVs.
Huh.
So whatever TV you buy this year or next year or whatever, you basically have your game system right then and there too. So I mean that's what I got out of that. So you're not going to need a PS4 or an Xbox One. That's a lot of sounds. who's paper crafting? So that's pretty cool that basically Steam is starting to put their foot down, not put their foot down, but step to the plate in terms of putting their bid or their name into the console. People want to buy whatever game system. So the accessibility with this is whatever TV you buy this year or next year or whatever, you have SteamOS basically. And then with SteamOS, you're gonna have Steam's library of games that it's on the computer, it's on PC, and then all the Steam sales that is like everybody like it goes crazy for every season that a Steam sale goes around. Yeah. Doug, have you ever had any encounters with like Steam and like their sales?
Oh
You
yeah,
ever-
yeah. I've used Steam for my Mac actually. I know it's not a very popular platform to use Steam on, but you always get it when they have the sales. Like, I mean, there's some stuff like well, Team Fort. I remember when Team Fortress wasn't free. That was a little weird.
Mhm.
I got Left 4 Dead when it was on sale. That was nice. I think
Okay.
I got it for like $5 at one point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
what else was there? Like Left 4 Dead, and then The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So yeah, like every season, I believe it's like every season, it's like Steam has like these big sales
yeah.
where they cut prices to like what, how big?
Sometimes even half off, even.
Half off, like maybe 70% off too.
Mhm.
It's gonna be depending on the game and how old it is, but
Yeah.
to have that on your TV, this year the current TVs and that accessibility that you won't need a console, that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they're gonna do once SteamOS is released. But they also released the controller,
Mhm.
which looks like a subwoofer on with like handles.
Nice.
Because Doug, you saw the controller picture. There's like no direction pad. There's no
Yeah.
buttons.
I'm a little
Yeah.
confused as to how that works.
Yeah. So from what I read, I guess they wanted to make it like as not accessible. What's the word? Accessible, maybe to make it, I guess, feel like a mouse and keypad controller.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's why you don't see any kind of directional buttons or buttons basically. Like the A, B, X, and Y or whatever. So yeah, it looks weird, and I'm pretty sure people are talking trash about it right now. But as soon as people have their hands on it and then get the feel of it, maybe things will turn around and people have like a different opinion about it. But yeah, so that's pretty big. Steam basically getting into the console market now. Yeah, let's see what else next. Where am I? Oh, okay. And I just dropped my phone.
No.
No, that is not good. Okay, so excuse me. What I had next was there was a list of the biggest console MMOs that are going to be coming out that maybe you should have your attention about. Let me get that ready. Where are you? There you are. So yeah, I saw this article on IGN and it caught my interest because I do play console MMOs, and thinking back of like last episode's question about the genre, console MMOs is starting to like pick up in their own sense, So like once that starts going and like the availability of it, like free to play or not pay to win, but like pay to play or all those options, it's gonna be pretty interesting because a lot of games now are becoming free to play. So yeah, let's see what the list of MMOs that they said. I think there was like seven MMOs. So the first one they listed was Final Fantasy 14. So yeah, I have that MMO right now, and yeah, I've been playing it for the free month right now, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's accessible. It's really different from Final Fantasy 11, where like everything was hard. Like you can't do anything by yourself. You always needed a group, and you always needed to play like all the time. But with Final Fantasy 14, you could just put in as much time as you want, and you could play on your own. And everything's like opposite and different about it, which is good. So that was one of the MMOs. The other one was DC Universe Online. Yeah, that's another console MMO that I used to play, and I enjoyed very much because it played like a beat 'em up, and that's where I grew up with, like beat 'em up arcades, Double Dragon, Final Fight, what else? What else? Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Battletoads. The arcade one, not the Nintendo one, where it's not the hardest game in the world.
Battletoads.
But yeah, DC Universe Online reminds me back like that, like those games, because that's like that's the like the combat structure is like. So and plus you're playing with DC characters, so you could have your created hero, and then you go on a mission with Batman, which is
Oh.
pretty awesome. And like when I was playing, at the well, maybe I don't want to spoil it, but I joined a pretty high profile team at the end, so. That's pretty cool. Being with like those characters, and it's like, yeah, we accept you, and welcome to whatever team that I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah. So yeah, check that out. It's free to play. So you can go on your PS3 right now or PC and just download the game and play, and then yeah, just have fun with it. Let's see. The next MMO they listed was PlanetSide 2. This is more of a first-person shooter. I don't know much about this game, but other than like it's really popular right now in terms of the free-to-play games. Um, let's see. Doug, have you played any kind of MMOs as like recent MMOs right now in your
Not
time?
not that often. Like I know I just downloaded DC Universe that you're talking about. I just haven't
Okay.
had time to play it.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Let's see. At our church, was it Bade?
Bade?
Plays Bade. Okay,
Yeah.
Bade plays that. Yeah. When you
Yeah.
introduced me to him, it was like, and like he said that, I was like, oh, okay, now we got a connection. We play
Yeah.
that. So like, okay, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's up to 30 levels, and that's like the tutorial, and then like you can there's an option to either keep playing for free, but you're like limited in terms of like your characters and not abilities, but like inventory and all that stuff. But yeah, and then there's always like expansions and additional powers. But yeah, it's very like your choice in terms of how you want to play it.
Hmm.
So the next one is Destiny, very anticipated game right now because it's coming from Bungie. Yeah, Bungie, and they're getting their way into more of the MMO scene and with other companies like because Destiny it's multi-platform, but it's also going to be on PS4 or Sony because they're usually you would usually see them as Xbox with Halo.
Exclusives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exclusive. So the fact that Bungie is doing stuff for all consoles now that's pretty exciting. And then we don't know much about Destiny, well, other than like E3, where I guess it kind of played like Borderlands in a way, I think. So yeah, I mean that's not too bad of a game to try to like replay or not copy, but
Mimic.
mimic, So and then let's see how many there's one, two, okay, there's two, there's three. Okay, there's three left. Okay, so the next one, Tom Clancy's The Division. I know this was at E3. I haven't seen much about it. I didn't get to see much about it. But yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it too. I guess it's an MMO FPS RPG hybrid, from what I'm reading from the article. Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I should get more info about it, but I know a lot of people are talking about it ever since it was unveiled at E3. Also another one, yeah. Oh, Princeton,
You said this is Tom Clancy, right?
Tom Clancy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you look at his games, I know this really in my segment because I do wrestling.
Mhm.
But man, most of Tom Clancy's games are great, man.
Yeah.
And so whatever he does, I don't never doubt his work, man.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, that's personally for me. I just didn't see any. I heard about it, but I didn't get to see video or whatever. But Tom Clancy does some pretty good stuff. You have Splinter Cell. You have I know there's more. There's Rainbow Six. What else? I know there's more, but I'm not remembering now. But anyways, I'll move on. So let's see. Another MMO is The Crew. I guess this was talked about on E3 too. Let's see. It's more of like car racing style MMO, but I think you're doing like heists while you're driving, because I guess it's like the action sequence of Fast and Furious where
Are you talking about like GTA Online?
not so much of that. I was thinking more of the like, action sequence of Fast and Furious where maybe they're trying to steal like a trucker or a truck. They're using cars to like do pit maneuvers and try
Mhm.
to I think that's where the crew is more along the lines of with like Vin Diesel and you remember that action sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's what the crew is more about. Yeah, it's more of the car racing aspect of the MMO. And then I think the last one they have here is listed as Elder Scrolls Online. I know everybody is very hyped for Elder Scrolls Online. Personally, never really played like any of the Elder Scrolls, so it doesn't grab me as much. But you know, anybody else? Yeah, I know everybody plays Skyrim still. Um, Now, Doug, have you played any of the Elder Scrolls?
I did. I played Skyrim quite a lot actually.
Okay,
I beat the story. It
okay.
was just yeah. I think I gave it up because it was a lot. I think
Oh,
well, it was before the expansions came out. I beat it before the expansions came out. I was like, oh, well, what do I do now? I can hoard stuff like
yeah,
forever.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, are you excited about Elder Scrolls Online, or is just
Uh,
whatever right at
I'm
this point?
interested in it. A friend and I had both like a friend and I both had Skyrim. We thought like it'd be really cool. We could actually like do stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
We would
Okay.
love that because like I mean if you can slay a dragon together, or you can like go on quests together, or you can you know be the whole town security force.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking arrows to the knee.
Take the arrow to the
Yeah.
knee.
There was I remember early on when Skyrim came out, there was a mod. I know you'll appreciate this, Princeton. I think you know it too, Doug. There was a mod that when the dragons came out,
Yeah.
uh, it was a mod of Macho Man Randy Savage. So like when the dragons came out, you would hear Macho Man.
Oh
you,
yeah.
you hear Macho Man like fly, or you see the dragon, and then Macho Man's like, "Oh yeah, dig it, Hogan, we're gonna get you," you know, all that stuff. But it's basically Macho Man saying lines while the dragon does the dragon stuff. It's so funny. Like when I'm able to, Princeton, I'll link you the video because I know there's people recorded that sequence, and it's so funny because you see Macho Man's face on a dragon, and he's still being Macho Man. But yeah, yeah. So let's see. All right. So moving on to the MMOs. Well, not exactly because just one thing. Diablo 3, their auction house system is gonna shut down.
Oh, really now?
And yeah, so that's a pretty big deal because I think everything about Diablo 3 was dedicated to make the auction house work. Like the auction house was the the important piece of that. So I guess so much stuff, so much bad stuff is like keeps happening in the game that they're like, forget it. Let's just shut down the auction house, and then restructure it somehow. Because I think without that, like the whole game is you're missing a big piece of it. So, and I think they have an expansion coming out. I think that's why they're panicking a little bit right now. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know that um, Diablo 3 on the PS3 is people prefer that platform rather than like PC. Because
Really?
I guess it's because the whole uh, with PS3 you don't have to be online to play Diablo 3, where PC is you always have to be online to play it. So
Mhm.
I guess that's why. So yeah. So let's see. Okay. Next up is GTA 5. I don't know. For some reason they're doing this. GTA 5 is gonna allow you to buy in-game money with real-life money.
That's
So
weird.
yeah. So like yeah. I don't know. If I guess
Can
I don't
be
want to
correct.
talk bad. I don't want to talk bad, but I was like, man, you gotta suck bad if you can't like earn money. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how the money system works in GTA 5 because you're playing it, Doug. But
Yeah.
you
I
have
mean
yeah.
I
Well,
can
go
talk
ahead.
about it more if you want. Like basically I mean like I really don't see any problem with I mean there's I am getting to a point where I have spent quite a bit now, but in the with in game like buying like upgrades for my cars and stuff. But
Hmm.
like the money like it's really like I feel like with this game now they really money really shouldn't be an issue in game. Like I like I mean, you play one of the characters is like super rich already. Like, so you have like there's like Michael, which is like the rich like middle-aged dude. You have like I forget his name already.
Franklin?
Yeah. Franklin, who's like the repo guy. Like he doesn't have that much cash, but like you get cash by doing like heists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I think
and that gives you like a lot of money, like because you're usually like stealing like jewels and like some other expensive stuff, and that gives you like I think like at least like more than 100K.
I think it's gonna be more along the lines of GTA Online.
Oh, I see.
Since it has questing and you're gonna want to buy stuff.
Yeah, well that makes more sense.
Yeah, and yeah, we don't know how the questing and the reward system is. Like once you complete a quest, how much money you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But still, like I mean, I guess it's following the traits of other MMOs where there's people that like gold sell, and that kind of defeats the purpose of like the MMO or the game. Where
I
you
guess
can
it's
just,
like
oh, go ahead.
I guess it's kind of like the thing with like every kind of like MMO or like any like freemium game nowadays. Like I know in like the I know even in Diablo or like even like this little app card game I play, like people will like actually like buy like some of this stuff for like real money.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting how that's kind of like trending towards like like actual like money spending for like a freemium game or like a or for like an in-game currency thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, if you have the money to buy in-game money, I mean, you need some you need to change your priorities, man. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I queued this up, and now I'm trying to. What were you saying, Preston? Go ahead.
Not for real, man. I'm just like, man, they making you pay money to get some money. Man, come on, man. It's
Yeah.
not like crush stuff going on, man.
I know,
I
right?
need a life, man. I need a life. Hey, man, I got a life.
Right.
Oh, man. I'm cool, man. Y'all have made over $800 million, man, in just one day.
Yeah, right.
Man, that's just straight. I'm good. No thank you.
I mean, I guess it's an option for anybody that wants to do that, but there must be. What's that?
You know, folk spend some money on that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, so moving on. Let's see. So yeah, see, this is the thing. I wish Crispy was here because when we talk about Battlefield, his eyes light up about it. So there's some details about Battlefield 4's multiplayer. So let's see. There's going to be seven different game modes across 10 maps, and then let's see. I guess I'm gonna go down through them. So conquest mode is let's see, quintessential Battlefield mode. I'm reading his word for word now. Designed for 24 players on the 360 or PS3, but 64 players for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So I guess that's your take an area and conquest it and go on to the next. So next mode is domination. Let's see, it's about. Okay, it doesn't say anything. What's it about? I guess they referred it to Conquest, that was in Battlefield 3, Close Quarters. Okay, that's 20 players for that mode, I think. Obliteration is a new mode where it says both teams must fight to pick up the bomb, drop it off at one of their opponent's 3 objectives, arm it, destroy the objective, and then I guess we can move on to the next area. So it's like very fast-paced. Whoever has the bomb, plant the bomb, arm it, yada yada, and I guess it's very quick. So, yeah. Let's see, what else is next? Let's say, attacker, defender. Another game mode is defuse. Okay. Eliminating the squad, arming, and detonating military objective on their own. Okay. I guess. And then team deathmatch as usual. Rush as usual with the Battlefield, and then squad deathmatch. Yeah. So I mean, maybe Crispy would have more to say about it. I don't know. I don't have much experience in terms of Battlefield, in terms of those playable like multiplayer modes.
Hmm.
Doug, does any of these modes like sound familiar or like
I played 3 before.
in
Um, uh,
terms of like the multiplayer modes like the conquest or domination?
yeah. Well, the sad thing is I generally kind of stick to like whenever I played Battlefield, I kind of stuck more to deathmatch because it's like the game type I'm used to.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I guess domination. I mean, domination's okay. I mean, like it's not my style. I guess. I mean, like I can't. I've played it with like some friends before, like with domination mode, but like I just don't like how like it takes forever sometimes just to do. Because
yeah,
like you have to capture command posts, and like there's always like given the huge field, there's always gonna be like someone that like takes you out, and like also like oh no, we lost a command post. Okay, time to go get it back. And then it gets this really annoying grind at times.
yeah, yeah.
But hopefully I don't know. I mean I haven't seen like I don't know like what new maps they're planning for 4 or anything like that. But if they well, I don't know because the bigger maps are what kind of separates them from Call of Duty.
hmm
But I'm just curious, like if they're gonna maybe like make the maps a little more compact to make like gain to certain points easier than others.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
So let me move on with that. Let's see. I apologize. Let's see. Okay. And then the last thing on video games is China lifts a 13-year ban on
Wow.
foreign consoles. So if you didn't know before, consoles like 360, I think Nintendo, PS3, they weren't allowed to be sold in China. So I guess that's where a lot of internet cafes and that's the only place that you get to play games, like PC games or video games in general, unless they didn't
Yeah.
have arcades. So that's pretty interesting. But there also, back then there was always reports about people playing all the time, people actually dying because they're not aware how long they play a video game.
Dang.
Uh, talks of just like I guess ruining like whatever aspect of their life because their attention is so attached to whatever game they're playing. So this is pretty interesting. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm saying because every time you hear a report about like people dying or people like doing extreme things and like messing up their life, they just blame video games. They don't blame like the person that's actually going through the action. And they don't like not exact. They don't know the exact situation of why they do that, or they just like, oh no, it's video games' fault because video games do that. So I don't know. It's dumb, but yeah, I mean, lifts a 13-year ban. That's like wow. I didn't realize it was that long. But yeah, it's hopefully hopefully lifting this ban, you won't hear any more stories like that. Hopefully people can control whatever aspects of their lives or actually just pay attention to how long they're going to play a game, and focus on whatever they're doing in their life. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, China, step it up. Don't don't
Step
do
it up.
just step it up, China. Don't be stupid. But yeah, anyways,
Turn it up. Turn it up.
turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Okay. Oh, there goes Princeton. So
No.
he'll come back. So Doug, this is your segment, and yeah, what do you want to talk about tonight?
Okay. I guess I could just give a brief review. Anyone else out there, Agents of Shield fans or Avengers fans? Anyone?
I missed the episode this week.
Oh no, you missed the premiere. You missed
Yeah.
the first episode.
Was it good though?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, like it has like, it's like definitely like it's got a lot of potential.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think like like I mean I personally I liked it a lot. But like I have had a couple of friends that said like oh well I'm sorry mainly just one friend that just said like oh it wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. I'm like but
Yeah. Well, I think they're expecting too much on the first episode.
I think so, yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah.
because like I think Joss Whedon already said like we're not gonna see like Captain America and all of them like in the first episode or whatever. But I mean I think it was good. I mean, like it kind of it had a little like bit of mystery of like why. I mean, like they said like they said like Coulson like faked his death or whatever. there's more to it, and because like I think he was talking to Maria Hill, who was played by Kobe Smulders,
Yeah.
and she's like he can never know that he had they placed in his head that like he was in Tahiti or something like that, and like he was like in some hospital in Tahiti, but like that was all kind of like a lie. So there's a little more in depth to that, and not to mention like he displayed like an act of like some superpowers. I wouldn't say superpowers, but like. There was a part where like a car exploded, like the van door like flew straight towards him. He just dodged it like easily.
Okay, so fast reactions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Enhanced reaction, and then it's curious. Like, is Coulson like? Do they give Coulson like some mini superpowers, or is he a life model decoy, or what is he?
Yeah. I know before like the show and all that stuff, and people wanted to call like Coulson back. If you didn't know, spoiler. Coulson dies in the Avengers. So because they wanted Coulson back in like Avengers 2 or whatever. So they try to say like, life model decoy, and there's this character called the Vision. Maybe you can put Phil Coulson as the Vision, and maybe they're gonna go that way with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe you're seeing a little signs of that. Maybe. Yeah. But you don't know yet because it's the first episode.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, you like the episode. I want to watch it. So.
Yeah, because I mean, it's definitely setting up for like a lot more stuff to happen in the next couple weeks. So I'm very interested to see him. Like, and I feel like the some of the other actors do a pretty decent job too. Like I know like there's a couple pretty decent fight scenes. There's one like they have like two characters that are like pretty much like the Q of S.H.I.E.L.D. So like they make all the gadgets and they kind of like they talk to each other. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun seeing them interact.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Princeton. Let's see. Is there any other shows that you're looking forward to or you're into other than wrestling?
Any other show?
In the free time that you have, is there any other shows that you're like kind of wanting to get into or or just watch because you enjoy it other than like wrestling? Oh, delay.
Y'all gonna look at me weird when I say this.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to.
No, nothing
share it if
nasty or
it's too
negative.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like you don't have to share it if it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing.
Oh no!
God. Oh my God. The Arsenio Hall show. Okay.
Oh.
I watched. I heck recorded on my DVR.
Do you?
Yeah, man.
That's not embarrassing. I used to watch Arsenio Hall back then. I mean,
the 80s, bro. I can't help it.
Yeah, dude. No, I don't blame you, man. No, Arsenio Hall. Does he still does that? Still does that?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, man. It's funny, man. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. What channel is that on? Or like what network is that on?
I have to check my DVR. I have a whole bunch of recordings of it.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know on the next recording.
Okay.
About the Arsenio Hall show.
Cool.
And
cool.
He still got it, man. He still got it.
That's good. That's good. I mean, yeah. I wish he never stopped, but anyways. Doug, did you have another show you wanted to talk about, or was S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Let's see. What else did I watch this week? I watched S.H.I.E.L.D. I watched How I Met Your Mother season premiere.
Okay.
So for all you guys out there who don't know, this is the last season for How I Met Your Mother.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you either Mark or Princeton? Any of you guys watch the show?
I don't. I have not watched it. I know about it, but I have not watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I think I'll just kind of do a mini recap. So basically, like I think, like the end of last season, when they showed they showed us who the mother was, but we don't know her name. We don't know too many other big details about her. But in this episode, we got to see her. We got to see her again, and she actually got to meet Lily, who was played by Allison Hannigan.
Okay.
A lot, if you guys are Buffy fans, if we're American Pie fans, you know who
Mhm.
she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we see like the mom gets to talk. The mom doesn't meet Ted directly quite yet, but it's interesting though, like how like you see like how the mom interacts with Lily. Like she'll be a good she is a good match for Ted, and then I like another neat thing is like I think they're doing flash forwards and flashbacks in these episodes now.
Okay.
Since they're ending pretty soon, they're gonna do like a mixture of both to like wrap it all up in like one neat package. So this one they show like like they fast forwarded maybe like I think like about a year in the future, like where Ted's talking to the mother, and then like they say like, oh, a year ago I remember I made a promise to myself that something something something,
Mhm.
and to you, and then I was like, oh, that's a nice touch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to end the whole series.
I
So,
see. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That is the end of the series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I hear about that show, I always hear that. I guess it's like not a success. Is it a successor?
It's kind of, I guess it's like the modern day Friends essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I always hear about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me and my wife. My wife got me into Friends. So at first, so I'm pretty sure if we started to watch it, that we would get hooked. If it's like pretty much the same humor. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A lot of inside jokes in that show. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Doug. So,
Yeah, no problem,
all right. So okay. On to the next part. Comics. There was some things coming on about New York Comic Con. Marvel. I mean, dang. We always seem to talk about Marvel, but there's nothing so far. I mean, to me personally, nothing with DC is like attracting me right now. So
Yeah.
I think that's my deal.
I mean,
So,
I can tell you what's going on with DC lately. I've actually been collecting a few of this stuff,
okay.
mainly the Superman stuff. So basically, what they've been doing the past couple of weeks, they've been doing like villain spotlights.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so they have like these really kind of actually, should I go grab? Well, I'll do it later. They basically have like these villain spotlights where basically like each of the comic covers are holographic. So like so you move back and forth and they'll do this weird little cool like effect thingy.
Mhm.
But it's basically it kind of revamps an origin story for each of the villains. So it's kind of cool, but at the same time it's like it's not like super uber event worthy like like Marvel's doing with Infinity right now,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
are they setting up like any kind of event?
yes.
Okay, so they are setting up.
Yeah, so basically what's happening is like they're reintroducing the do you remember the name of the Earth that has like the Ultraman, Owlman, that has the
No, I don't remember which Earth.
yeah, but it's one of the parallel Earths though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, like so basically they're setting up for the parallel so basically they opened a portal from the parallel Earth with like Ultraman and all them to our world. So that's what's been happening now because they sent over the Atom in the current DC universe is like a girl, but she's really called Atomica,
Mhm.
and she was evil. She was from the alternate Earth world,
Okay.
and now and they're setting up for like the is it called? I don't know what that group's called. The Injustice League, the Secret Society. I can't remember. It's like basically like a group of like the anti-Justice League essentially. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah. Hopefully something with DC will catch me, and then we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, there is something about DC, but we'll move on first. So something about New York Comic Con. Marvel has been like releasing like one-word teasers for New York, and they stated that it's going to be revealed in New York Comic Con. So I guess this is what they did with the Phase 1 of Marvel Now. So I guess like their Phase 2, they're going to show which books are going to be revealed. There was one in particular where it said Rad, right? And then it was Silver. So from what I was guessing and what they was mentioning basically is that the fact that it's Silver and there is a character named Norman Rad, which is
Silver Surfer?
Silver Surfer.
Whoa.
So, Silver Surfer might have an ongoing book coming out, but they might be misleading that as well. But yeah, I'll post the link of where all these one-word teasers are showing, and then maybe you can figure it out, and maybe you can tell us. So yeah. So and then yeah, but then if if you can't figure it out, they'll reveal it at New York Comic Con in October. So, and then let's see, the next part in comics was She-Hulk was actually announced for a new ongoing. So she's part of the Marvel Now Phase 2. I guess they want to balance her everyday life of being a lawyer and also a superhero, and having that public life, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, She-Hulk has always been cool. She always multitasks, and hopefully this new ongoing will take off and be popular because yeah, I know like every time a She-Hulk ongoing comes out, they always like shut it down. I don't know. So yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Okay, so moving on to movies, and we talked about not only this person, this actor, but another one that's going to also be talked about. But let's see, Michael B. Jordan was playing Oscar Grant in was it Fruitvale Station. He was asked, or he's being called for an unknown role for the Independence Day sequel. You remember the old movie Independence Day?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any more missiles?
Yeah. Right. So they are planning to make a sequel. I'm not sure if
Will Smith.
we're not sure if Will Smith is going to come back or if Michael B. Jordan is taking over that role.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't know. We don't know at this moment, but you
Yeah.
know there's going to be a sequel for ID4. Bill Pullman, is it Bill Pullman?
Yeah, Bill Pullman
As
and
the president. Hopefully he comes back.
yeah. What was the name of the guy? Oh, Jeff Bloom, is that his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum. Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
And then
That movie.
so he was asked to come to be like something of an unknown role for ID4 2, but he's also asked for not an unknown, but maybe it's known. I don't know. He has something to do with Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh.
So
What?
yeah, I don't know what he's gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, well, hopefully more news will come out. But him, and then also okay, I figured out how to pronounce his name now. So it's David Oyelowo.
Oyelowo.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense because it's Oyelowo. So David Oyelowo is casted, or it will possibly be casted for the next Jurassic Park movie called Jurassic World. So
Jurassic World.
I guess dinosaurs are gonna like run the world or run the Earth. So he's gonna be in it. So yeah, you'll see David Oyelowo in that. But yeah, so yeah, those two names have been called out a lot, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, and then let's see, moving on to anime. Oh man, so I got really hyped for this because I did not realize that they were gonna do this. So Hajime no Ippo is gonna return for I think about 25 episodes as Hajime no Ippo Rising. So I was like, I was excited. I was like, yes, I get to see the Dempsey roll. I get to see the Gazelle punch. I get to see the liver blow. So yeah. Little fun fact. I can't do it now because everybody's sleeping, but I do a pretty decent announcer from the anime. So yeah, I mean,
Hey.
if you ever see me, just tell me to do that, and I'll show you. So yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, man. Hey, do they got the gorilla punch?
Gorilla punch.
There is something that resembles a gorilla punch. Yes, they do. Yes. I think it's called not a corkscrew. I think it's called. What does Sendo have? I forgot what punch he has. I think it's called a mock punch or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So Hajime no Ippo is returning, which is awesome because I should be reading the manga, but then I just want to see boxing in motion. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped actually, because when you see the episodes and you see them training, that usually gets me hyped for training. Like It's like, dude, road work. I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, let's run. I want to run, with a tire behind my back and an old man like with a kendo stick trying to slap me. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, if you never seen Hajime no Ippo, you gotta watch it. If you're a boxing fan, you gotta watch Hajime no Ippo. But yeah. Okay, so moving right along, down to TV. So let's see, TV. There's a new animated series called from Star Wars called Star Wars Rebels.
Interesting.
So this is an animated show. I think it's gonna be between episode like usually episode 3 and 4. I think. Let's see.
Breath of the Rebellion, pretty much, or like.
I think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. But David Oyelowo was casted for a voice in that show.
Everything.
Steve Blum, Spike Spiegel, Wolverine. What else is he's everything?
Yeah, pretty much everything. Yeah.
Every voice.
Any guy with like a rough like deep voice.
Yeah, Steve Blum. Yeah, he's gonna be casted as a character in Star Wars Rebels. There was another one. I think was it Freddie Prinze Jr.? I saw Freddie Prinze Jr. in that rotation of names.
Wow, I haven't heard that name for like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Hey,
Wow.
yeah. Hey Prince, do you remember that, or do you know that Freddie Prinze Jr. was working with WWE and he's back with WWE, like doing company stuff?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
That was a back ago though, when I heard about that. But
yeah, I think he just rejoined like maybe a couple years ago.
yeah, doesn't say it was a while back ago, but I haven't heard anything since.
Yeah.
If you're doing background or anything.
Yeah,
but
he's probably doing corporate stuff.
And I think it's kind of quiet with him right now.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting. That Star Wars is about to pick up steam with animation shows and movies and whatever. But yeah. All right. So I added this, and this is going to be probably a recurring segment. So we're gonna share and show apps. So this is basically show and tell, right?
You think so?
So, okay. Unfortunately, Crispy's not here, and yeah, it's gonna be me and Doug for now, and then hopefully Princeton and Crispy can share and show apps. So I have 2 apps that I want to share. All right. So the first app is called Lock It, and I did post this like on the first post of Nerd in the Bay Facebook page. So let's see. I don't know if you can. Oh no, not yet. So you see, I don't know if you can see this. Right
there you go. There.
So there's a lock screen with the advertisement, right? So what Lock It is every time you unlock your phone, you get paid. So yeah, it's not much, it's every time you unlock your phone, it's like a penny every time you unlock your phone, right? But you can get paid just to unlock your phone, which is pretty interesting, and it shows advertisements that you actually don't mind seeing. It's not like, life insurance, or not like, buy a vacuum. It's like buy this video game app, or like, Gatorade. It was pretty cool advertisements. So Lock It with Lock It is like I said, every time you unlock your app, unlock your screen, your phone, it pays you every time. So it's like a penny per unlock, and I think as of right now, the max that you can cash out is $10.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a good while unless you unlock maybe you do like 100 unlocks for
a day,
within a day or like a few hours.
I think I could do that if they had that for iOS.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I mean, that's not bad. $10 is like a little extra change for your pocket, for whatever. But yeah, check it out, and yeah, if you actually are interested in Lock It, I'm gonna post a referral code. So
wait, what's the name of the app again?
Lock It. So it's Locket. Okay. So if you're actually interested in and it's a free app. So you you don't have to worry about buying anything. Okay. And then you can also donate the money as well. So.
Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna install it, let me give you the referral code. So help me
Okay,
out.
okay, send it over to me when you get the time, bro.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's pretty interesting. So and then the second app that I wanted to show you is no yeah, I'll just talk about it. But the second app is called B Stripe, and I just saw this app like browsing through like the mobile Facebook like on the phone. So B Stripe is let me see. So what you do in B Stripe is it's basically in a way you get paid again, but it's more so of like rewards, like you get stuff if you do enough. So the way you earn the currency that in B Stripe is gold coins, right? And so the way you get gold coins is you can test out apps for like 5 minutes, and once you're done with like that 5 minutes, just fill out a survey, right? Or you can watch videos and get gold coins, okay? And then yeah, once you like either test out the apps or watch videos, and then you have enough, you can cash out those gold coins for stuff like a $10 Amazon gift card, or 5 movie rentals from Redbox, or 500 Hawaiian miles from Hawaiian Airlines, right? Or like a $20 prepaid Visa debit card. So it's pretty decent stuff, you know. If you like, you know, you want to get free stuff basically. Uh, yeah, I mean, I would say check out those two apps. I mean, you know, that in a way that can help you with buying those $20 games, like really good, you know, PS3 or Xbox games that are $20 now, or you know, the $10 can be like extra gas money or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I would say check out Locket. So it's Locket with the E, not an I. So Locket, and then B Stripe. I think is one word. And yeah. So those are the two apps that I want to share, and then hopefully, yeah, you guys check it out and start getting your free stuff and free money. So yeah. So yeah, Doug, what apps or app do you want to share for today?
Okay, so basically I want to share an app called it's called Battle Camp.
Okay.
So it's basically it's a very interesting mix of things. So let me see if I can get a close up on it. So basically, Battle Camp, it's the little brown icon, looks like a
Okay, right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what it is like, have you guys ever played the game or the app called Puzzles and Dragons?
Puzzles and Dragons. No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, it's very interesting. It's like a mix between like it's kind of like a mix between like Tetris and Pokemon in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically like you kind of like, or I'm sorry, more like Bejeweled and like Pokemon combined into one. So let me show you like an example of like some gameplay. So basically it's like so let me open it up real quick. So loading screen, and then opens up. So basically you have a little avatar. So you can also have like raid teams, like it's kind of like it's kind of like an MMO in a sense, but like you have to like kind of like coordinate some of that. So that thing right behind me is like a boss. I have to kill that thing right now.
Okay.
So let me go fight the turtle. Battle, click battle. So the only thing I hate about this is like you have to use like energy or not, but like
energy.
yeah.
Remove pin and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So
Action.
yeah, you see how there's like little elements there. So like you have like different elements, just like Pokemon.
Okay.
And you have different creatures, and basically like you can win like different like in order to get these new creatures, you have to get like little either coins or puzzle pieces.
Okay.
So this is a little bit more difficult than the other game I was telling you about, the Puzzles and Dragons. Like this is actually a little more intense. Cause like it's a little bit less immersive. Like even when you're just starting out, the monsters are sometimes a little difficult.
Mhm.
And like basically like you have to like so basically let me see if I can do this like okay, you know what, never mind. But basically, you know, with that you just kind of have to like try to find like some teammate. You can play with teammates, which is fun. You can customize your character. So my character looks like the Russell from Up, which is kind of fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a wilderness explorer, and like the game always makes like little like quips or something like that. It's kind of like real life quips, like I wish I was at the Cheesecake Factory. Like
Yeah.
one of the monsters will actually like, say that, and the captain's like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it's gonna be a reoccurring segment. It's not going to be every week, but like maybe once a month or something. So yeah, we'll
Mhm.
probably share like an app that we have, and yeah. So hopefully you
Oh,
guys
and
will enjoy. Okay.
there's a referral code for this game too. So if you guys want to play it, let me know.
Oh yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. So we'll throw out the referral codes on the show notes, and then yeah, by all means, yeah, it'll help us out, and then yeah,
Mhm.
you'll enjoy like fun game or yeah, whatever. So yeah, all right. On to let's see. Okay, now we're down to wrestling. Princeton's half of this show. So
He's still hanging in there.
yeah. So thank you, Princeton, for hanging in there. So let's see. I didn't have that much stuff for news, um, but let's see. So far, what I have is Mickey James and Ken Anderson are now officially gone or off the TNA roster. I guess they couldn't strike a deal with all the budget cuts or whatever they're trying to do while keeping top talent. Um, yeah, and then what I had here was is Hogan following suit? So is Hogan going to do the same thing? But at this moment, I guess what last Impact, TNA Impact, is it
Hmm.
is he did he make a decision or is he like does he have a choice in the last Impact? I don't know if you saw the last Impact, Princeton.
I didn't finish it.
Okay.
Finish watching it because I had some things to do. But
Okay.
I did see a lot of it. But okay. Besides Mickey James and Mister, no, I ain't gonna do it.
That was good
Anderson,
though.
right?
That was a good impression.
Right. Yeah. Besides Mr. Anderson, well, Kennedy, whatever y'all want to call him,
Yeah.
Ken Anderson. Um, there's gonna be a lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot more. So that's why I'm not really looking at this because there's gonna be a lot more. You saw they got rid of a couple of people, man. This dude they called him Doc, but he was in WWE, but he didn't even
Okay.
last in TNA that long. It's a lot of talent that
Yeah. Okay.
falling off, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean they're doing budget cuts basically, and so I don't know, like
They stop traveling. They're
yeah
stopping travel.
they need
Travel
they,
that they're to San Diego.
yeah they're
Um,
are they do you think they're gonna go back to Florida or are they trying to find a new home destination? Oh, they are.
no, they're gonna stay in Florida.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy, man. With TNA in the background, man, a lot of talent. Just
Mhm.
like stop, you're starting to see a WWE. Well, WWE got the money though, but you
Mhm.
start to see like a WWE type of thing going on to where you're starting to see the same wrestlers every week.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they just hired the Barbarian's daughter to be a wrestler.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So you be seeing her. She heck a big dude.
She
That girl, but
like
she's not ugly. Nothing wrong with her. Nothing wrong with her.
okay.
She's not ugly. Nothing. Oh man, for a girl, man, she's pretty tall, man.
She
She's
is
pretty
she like
tall, but
is she like Karma big or like an actual female barbarian big?
she's bigger than she's like tall and just bigger. She's bigger than
Okay.
Karma.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering. I wonder if she gonna get on the top rope and do that flying clothesline.
Oh, no. Like the Barbarian did. Yeah, Barbarian. Yeah. I like the Barbarian. Shoot.
Warlord Barbarian, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Or the fake Megan Barbarian. That's
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, we were wondering if Hogan was gonna follow suit, and I think the last thing I read was uh I guess they're gonna not write him out, maybe write him out for now, but I think they did find an agreement on contract, but they are using whatever Hogan is displeased with or he's not happy with TNA. They're actually using that as storyline now. So
Right.
yeah, so I think they are planning to keep him because I know Princeton, you showed a picture of a possible WrestleMania. He put like Hogan and the
And I'm like,
Undertaker. And
no!
like, no, please no, no megaton leg drops on dead man walking, please, no.
Exactly. We're done. Them days is over.
Yeah, yeah, and uh didn't back then Undertaker had Hogan's number?
Yeah, when he first came.
Yeah, I don't remember Hogan winning that much against the Undertaker. Yeah.
No, and man, and that's when after Hogan lost to the Undertaker, he made his transition over to WCW
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
because his contract went to go be with WCW for the
Yeah.
big boy. But
Yeah.
that ain't the big boy no more for WCW.
Not anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. Yeah, it made it look like Hogan is gonna like quit, but I think they're just gonna write him off for now, and then it'll pop up. He'll pop up on TNA back sometime.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
but it's just Hogan and did his years, man,
Mm.
of wrestling and did all this other stuff, man. He ain't trying to wrestle again, so
Yeah.
you know
I mean,
it's just they kind of did some messed up stuff with the writings. The writings was bad. Everything was just not good.
yeah.
Now the wrestling talent, they got good talent on that TNA roster, man, but
Yeah.
they had to get rid of a lot of them, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like, they're always talking about TNA lately, and it's like, yeah, are they gonna get better, or this week, or I don't know. So hopefully things will, like we always say, hopefully things will turn around. WWE is fine, So let's see. Okay, so the next part of wrestling was now I'm not remembering what the possibilities were, but they were talking about possible WrestleMania 30 matches.
right. Right.
Do you remember more about the possibilities? I know there was something about The Rock and Brock Lesnar, if that was a possible thing, or like The Rock and The Undertaker. Hope, yeah. Yeah. Do you remember any of those possibilities that they mentioned?
Okay, there's a couple. I have one prediction. And then I got a couple that I read. I mean, from a long time, from a good while ago, before even up to this year, for the possibilities. Like my prediction, because of the TNA contracts and TNA budget cuts and all this other stuff, you might see Sting versus Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That and WrestleMania. Okay, now the possibilities at WrestleMania this year, well next year coming up, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
You're liable to see Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
Yeah. If the Rock, no, it was a possibility if The Rock was able to do it or not, right?
Rock might be on the scene, but I don't think he's gonna fight The Undertaker, man.
Okay, yeah. That was the whole deal about if The Rock was going to do something or not.
No, Undertaker ain't gonna try to retire from
Yeah.
Matter of fact, even if you fight Brock Lesnar, Undertaker ain't gonna try to retire from him.
Yeah.
So I doubt that.
Hmm.
So and then also another prediction is even though you may have seen them fight like on Raw or SmackDown, but these two dudes oh my God, they give you a good match.
Mm-hmm.
They give you good match, and that is Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk.
Yeah. I missed their last set.
Yeah.
I missed it.
So be looking for Royal Rumble for a big possibility of CM Punk winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And so he's gonna fight his friend Daniel Bryan. So they're gonna make a good match. And then for Mark Henry, I know we haven't seen him on the scene too much, but there's a big possibility of Mark Henry fighting Big E Langston.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. I did read that Mark Henry just got an extension on his contract. I think he
Right.
until what 20 17 or something. Like it was a pretty like long contract. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty long, man. But
Yeah.
but that's what they're looking forward to do with Mark Henry.
Yeah.
For him to face Biggie Langston.
Okay. Yeah.
And then also, but this one's kind of stupid, but this is one that they said too that it'll try to happen, but I don't know if it's gonna happen because these two dudes keep getting hurt. I don't know what their problem is. I know one's getting old and the one is getting stupid. Oh God forbid. I don't even know how to talk about nobody, but Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara.
Really? They're gonna verse each other?
They gonna get hurt.
Right.
And I quit. I can't do it no more. Stop. So that's I read about that. They was talking about those two. I said, no, thank you. I don't think so.
I did read that. Yeah, you're probably right that it's gonna like Rey Mysterio is gonna like pass on the torch to Sin Cara. I didn't think it'd be. I didn't think it was gonna be in a match, but it makes sense. But
Nah, that Mr. always make a mistake. That's it. Sin Cara always messing up something.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's like one of the best in Mexico. I like if he's one of the best in Mexico, they probably got more horrible ones than that. That's good. Hey, they need to bring back La Parca, the chairman.
Right. La Parca's my dude, man. The chairman.
Yeah.
Man.
He's a car, but anyways, we're not gonna talk about that.
Man, me and you, man, always do the dances and stuff.
Yeah,
In PE.
I still do it.
I still do it too.
Exactly. So what's the next? So that was my those are WrestleMania possibilities.
Yeah.
That may be sure.
I think if Chris B started watching wrestling, I think he would be a Daniel Bryan fan and a CM Punk fan, because he wants the wrestling, and that's what they do,
Yeah.
So,
Crispy, most definitely.
So Crispy, start watching wrestling. It's wrestling now. So yeah.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah,
all right.
cool.
So that was my WrestleMania possibilities.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna move on to your segment. I think I texted you that Mikey helped you out. He said so. Mikey's your boy. So for Princeton segment, it's the top 10, and it's about wrestling. So Mikey suggested a question to the Squared Circle Guru. What are the top 10 catchphrases of all time? In other words, who's better than Canyon?
Oh, exactly. And so, matter of fact, I had to rearrange this. Okay. Number 10.
Go ahead.
I'll make you famous. Oh man, I love that, man.
I'm famous. Who said that again? Who said that?
That was weird.
That was the Undertaker, man.
That's Undertaker, right.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
Make you famous. Oh my goodness.
Bro, out here in Stockton, man, we was walking around here. Me and my boy Tep Tom. I know he's watching the segment tonight.
Yeah.
Man, he's looking at Jack in the Box. He was talking about, I'll make you famous, man. You sure you want to do that? I'll make you famous.
Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome.
So number 9. No. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to make number 9, man, because, man, oh, God. It's just funny because he get beat up and he on the ground.
Yeah.
No, it's still fine, dog.
Yo, the next time I see you, I'm going to do the Fandango pose, like when he's holding the ropes or like his crossed legs and his hands out there, like looking at you, yeah, exactly. Blue Steel like and stuff.
Oh yeah, man, for real, man. You got that dancing, man.
Yeah.
And then number 8, I got the New Age Outlaws when they was in the ring. They're talking about ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Yeah,
choosing
yeah.
our the D Generation Next proudly presents to you. It's the WWE Tag Team Champions of
Champions
the
of the
World.
world.
The world dog, Jesse James. The Bat Asparagus, Billy Gunn. The Road, the
New
New
Age.
Age Outlaws.
There you go.
You got a problem with that? We got 2 words for you. Second. So, okay, that's all. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, so that was number 8, okay?
Yeah.
And then number 7, Daniel Bryan.
Which one?
Yes. That catchphrase, yes. That thing is so catchy. How do you take one word and make it one of the biggest things in
Right?
the world right now?
Right?
How do you make it that big by
Yeah.
one word?
Yeah.
But I'll get back to that part in a minute. So I said that was number 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number 6. Yes.
Oh, really?
Dude.
Okay.
I got goosebumps, man, every time
Yeah.
I hear that.
That was Hawk
Yes.
saying that, right? Yeah, that was Hawk.
It was all good saying that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Oh, he left.
Princeton, stop disappearing
No.
on me.
Oh, you can't do your top 10 and just leave us.
I know.
But yeah. Man, I do remember those catchphrases, and they're bringing back memories. But what's one I remember? You never watched wrestling, right, Doug?
Not really. I
Not
can't really tell you much.
But yeah, I know there is one. Let's see. I'll make you famous. That was a good one because I forgot about that one. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
You're back. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let me get my picture back. I'm back up here again.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was number
Magic.
6.
Yeah.
Number 5. You can't. You guys see me?
Yeah. No, I know you. I can see you now.
Yeah. Okay. There.
Yeah.
I had to, man. That's number 5.
No,
John Cena, you can't see me,
yeah.
man.
No, I mean, no, that was clever.
You know,
that was
it's
clever
good.
back in the day. You know.
Yeah. In ministry, we talk about devil. You can't see me. You know, we do that. That we do. Yeah. so number 4,
Okay.
The Rock. Know your role and shut your mouth.
It doesn't matter.
My mother-in-law,
What you
man,
think.
she says that to this day. So you know your-
Yeah.
She said that to my wife. Dialect.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
number 3, told Steve Austin, what?
Oh, no.
That was the
No,
catchphrase.
you hear
what?
that? You hear that now?
He kept
and you-
doing that. He said, oh yeah, he does not. See the fans, and it's still stuck with the fans.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Every
won't
time somebody
stop.
say something, what?
Yeah.
Because our truth, man, he played on that thing, man.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
don't what me?
No. Yeah.
So
And that was clever.
Yeah, so
He should have done that. That was good. He did that.
yeah, that was number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2,
We're getting there.
I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Brett, you
There
gotta
you
have
go.
heart, man.
Yeah.
Bret Hart
Yeah.
was
Okay.
the
Of
man.
course.
He was the man.
Yeah, man.
But this one, but this dude right here to number 1.
Number
This-
1. Okay. All
Number
right.
1 catchphrase
On the wrong one.
of all time. Number 1 catchphrase of all time is Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
What you gonna do, brother?
Nice.
Run wild on you. So, you know, Hogan's number 1. But what you gonna do, brother?
Hogan's number 1. Say your
Yep.
prayers. Take your vitamins. What's that?
Say your prayer. He had the biggest catchphrases, man, of all time, man.
Yeah.
And what you do? Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, man. The one you said, I'm gonna make you famous. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot that ever
That
existed.
still sticks to my head, man. I'm telling you, my friend out here in Stockton, Tep Tom,
Yeah.
man. We said to each other, we be in the mall, we talk trash. I said, I'll make you famous, dude. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, cool, awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you, Princeton. So that's the top
no
10,
problem.
and then yeah, hopefully either Mikey will bring out a top 10, or we'll think of a top 10, and Princeton will just, with his knowledge, he'll tell us what's up. So yeah, there's no topic of the week, so we're gonna move on to the questions, and we do have one question. It's from I don't know if you remember Princeton. You don't remember him, Princeton. It's Gustavo Ruiz. Ruiz. Gustavo. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
I have no idea.
Hey, no disrespect, I never got
Okay.
to talk to him. I was kind of nervous about him. He never smiled, okay? But he's all good.
No,
He's all
he didn't.
good. He's all good.
Wait,
He was
but
never
yeah,
smiled. Even if it make long, I didn't say nothing to
yeah.
him. But nah,
No,
he's
dude,
okay.
I think
I
we
just
remember.
kept my distance.
I think we remember. Like, dude, that guy's a gangster. Like, you don't mess with him.
I thought he was. But then, I guess that's just who he was. But I never had nothing against him or nobody at
Yeah.
that school. I mean, now I'll put a taser to you. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's I'm just kidding. But no,
Oh yeah. So Gustavo was asking because we both watched the Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 2 that just came out this week.
right.
So he just wanted thoughts and opinions, and I did watch it. So I'll tell you my thoughts and opinions. So I watched the whole season because like when it came out, all the episodes came out at the same time. So yeah, I'll post a link at this on the description. Where if you want to watch it. So my thoughts and opinions about Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 2. I like the fact that it has a very rich backstory. Explaining like a reboot, imagining of like how like all the characters that are casted. It's different beginnings, different origins. So yeah, I did appreciate the fact that it was like a rich, like a very rich, like backstory, like but I think where it I guess kind of lost me, or I was wondering why they did this was a lot of the fights, a lot of them it seemed like they were cut off or cut out, and I was wondering why, because they were showing, so this character was doing whatever, and then it showed this character encountering them, and then like you don't see the progression to that, to the fight, or like the conclusion, other than like maybe one or two fights. But the fact that well, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch through the whole season again. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I liked it. I liked it a lot actually. Even if it was just talking and just backstory stuff. It was the fact that it was like a reimagining of like old Mortal Kombat, like the old Mortal Kombat arcade game, like they did with the new Mortal Kombat game, how they retold the old story but like new ways. That's what I liked about it. So yeah, so I really actually can't wait for season 3 when they do come out, because yeah, I mean they got like pretty prolific, well yeah, I would say prolific people in terms of the starring roles. So like Kung Lao was played by Mark Dacascos from Only the Strong, that catchy song like Banana Way, in that movie. So and then Liu Kang, actually yeah, Liu Kang was like one of the pluses because I like the fact that it was like a brooding, like not emo but like a dark Liu Kang than what you usually see, like just like Bruce Lee like Liu Kang, like yeah, stuff happened, Liu Kang lost his girl. Shang Tsung went to talk to him, try to recruit him. When they're actually mortal enemies. So stuff being thrown around and not the usual Mortal Kombat stuff that you saw or got to know. It's all different, in a way. So yeah, that's what I liked about it, and I appreciate it. So I just want to see more of the fighting because they had pretty decent martial artists in the show. I want to see all the fights. I want to see more of the fights. And what do I think they need to improve? Don't cut out anything. Or at least don't cut out the fights. That was my main deal. Was a lot of the fights were cut out when they were showcasing they're about to fight, but you're not gonna see it, or it's gonna be somewhere else, and you're gonna have to look for it. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So and then at the end, it ended on a cliffhanger. So yeah, it has you wanting more, and yeah, it's gonna not a good while, but it's gonna take some time where season 3 is gonna will be available. So and they already took kind of a good while when they were producing or making season 2. So yeah, overall I liked it. Don't cut out the fights, and I just want to see more of it. So that's how I feel about it. So yeah, and I mean. That's all I can say, really. So that's about it. That's it for the show. So yeah, thank you, Gustavo, for the question. I hope you send more, and yeah, thank you again. So yeah, so yeah, we're gonna close the show. We're gonna do contact info and then question of the show. Question of the show. What's the question of the show? What could be a question of the show?
Question of the show.
Let's see. Okay, so one of the questions is it's going to be the Marvel one-word teasers. What do you think each of those teasers are going to be about? Or what's your guess on what they're talking about in the one-word teasers? What kind of comic book and what characters and what it's going to be? So yeah, that's question. That's question 1. And then the second one, let's see. Oh, I totally missed something on the news about TV. But anyway, let me skip that to later. So let's see. So what do you think are also the possibilities of WrestleMania matches? So we were mentioning Biggie Langston against Mark Henry. We were mentioning CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. Maybe The Rock and Brock Lesnar, or maybe The Rock and Undertaker, or So what do you think is a possibility of WrestleMania matches for this coming WrestleMania? So yeah, yeah. And so and the thing that I missed, that I skipped over, or I forgot, in TV was Fox. I think it's Fox. They announced a Batman TV show called Gotham, and it's going to be starring Jim Gordon before Batman comes around the picture. So
he was just either a captain or a commissioner.
Yeah, something like that. So it's probably it's gonna be maybe Smallville and all that stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. Or Arrow or whatever. So yeah.
Arrow,
anyways,
yeah.
So that was it. That was the thing I forgot to mention. So yeah, the questions of the shows, question of the show, and then and then we'll do our contact info. So let's see, Princeton, where can they reach you?
Hey man, good evening, guys. Before you take off, you can reach me at PrincetonKing30 at gmail.com, PrincetonKing30 at gmail.com, or you can reach me at PrincetonKing at yahoo.com. You can reach me there, or you can reach me on Twitter at PreachKing, at PreachKing. You can reach me on Twitter at PreachKing,
Okay.
and you'll have contact info. And so those are the 3 ways that you can contact me. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask. Not a problem.
Cool, awesome, thank you. So yeah, and Doug, where can they reach you?
You can reach me at my Facebook at www.facebook.com/Dougnas88.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool. And then for me, they're all Marco Polo 177. So Facebook.com/Marco Polo 177. What else was it? Marco Polo 177. Tumblr.com. Twitter @Marco Polo 177. @Nerd in the Bay. Nerd in the Bay Facebook. Nerd in the Bay Google Plus. YouTube.com/Marco Polo 177 and YouTube.com/Nerd in the Bay. Is there any more? I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting. Something. So anyway, yeah. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully with Crispy and there was supposed to be a guest that we were having. So yeah, hopefully he'll come by when he's not doing his cross country driving when he wanted to be on the show. But anyways, yeah. So thank you very much. Have a good night and good morning, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out. Have a good night.
Peace.
You know.